What if I told you that you could get all the calm and focus of yoga all day long, but without ever having to unroll a mat? Well, in this explainer, we're going to explore just that. How to weave the principles of yoga into the very fabric of your daily life. We're talking about transforming it from just an exercise into a true way of living.
I mean, really think about it. Imagine getting all those amazing benefits of yoga. You know, that sense of calm, that sharp focus, that physical ease, not just for an hour, but all day long. It might sound a little out there, but trust me, it's way more achievable than you think.
So we're going to dive into some simple but really powerful techniques that you can use literally anywhere, anytime. The goal here is to integrate the practice of yoga into your normal, everyday life. No mat, no special clothes, just you and a whole new level of awareness.
So, where do we even begin? Well, we start with the body. You know, we often think of yoga as these super complex, pretzel-like poses, but honestly, the most profound changes can start with tiny, conscious adjustments to how we move every single day.
Have you ever noticed how your posture just kind of slumps when you're feeling down or tired? That's because the way your body moves, your biomechanics, isn't just about physical health. Even something as simple as how you're sitting at your desk right now can directly impact your internal organs and, believe it or not, your emotional well-being.
Just take a look at the difference here. When we slouch, we're literally compressing our organs and forcing ourselves into shallow breathing, which can totally mess with our mood. But a simple act like lifting your chest and extending your spine creates space, improves your lung capacity, helps your heart function better, and can even give you a real emotional boost. It's such a small change with a huge impact. Okay, so once you've brought a little more awareness to your posture, the next layer is to focus on your breath. Think of your breath as this built-in emotional barometer that you carry with you everywhere. It's constantly giving you feedback about what's going on inside. And the first step here is incredibly simple. You don't need a special cushion or a silent room. Just start noticing your breath in those little quiet moments throughout the day. Maybe while you're brushing your teeth, or waiting for your coffee to brew, or right before you drift off to sleep. This whole process really unfolds in 4 pretty straightforward steps. First, you just become aware of your breath. Then you start connecting it to your emotions. You notice, oh, when I'm angry, my breath gets short and choppy. With a little practice, you can actually start to anticipate that shift, and that's the magic moment, where you can consciously change your breath to manage your emotional response before it completely takes over. So, you want to give it a try? Here are a few places you can focus your attention. Can you feel that subtle little sensation of air on your upper lip? Or maybe the way your chest and back expand with every single inhale? This kind of physical awareness is such a powerful anchor to the present moment. But hey, if focusing on physical sensations doesn't really click for you, don't worry about it. If you're more of an auditory person, you can get to that same level of awareness by just listening to the sound of your breath as it flows in and out. It's just as powerful. And if you want to take it a step further, you can actually play with the sound. Notice how a gentle humming sound like vibrates right up in your skull, but then a low-pitched ah sound resonates much deeper in your torso. It's a really playful and kind of fun way to connect with your body through sound. Okay, now for what I think is the most fascinating part of all of this. Literally rewiring your brain. We're about to explore how some super simple everyday habits can physically change your brain's structure and how it functions. This is all possible because of something called neuroplasticity, which is just a fancy word for your brain's amazing ability to reorganize itself by forming new connections. I like to think of these neural pathways like hiking trails in your brain. The more you use a trail, the wider and easier it gets to follow. But the key is, you can consciously choose to forge new trails, creating new connections and keeping your brain flexible and healthy. So let's try a quick experiment right now. Just cross your arms. Now, take a look. Which arm is on top? Chances are you do it the exact same way every single time without even thinking about it. This just shows how deeply ingrained and one-sided our habits can be.
So here are a few simple brain hacks you can try today. Try crossing your arms the unnatural way. Yeah, it's going to feel a little awkward, right? But that feeling is your brain literally creating a new connection. Even something as small as switching which hand you use to brush your teeth can have a really powerful impact on your brain's flexibility.
So, why is this so important? Well, it's all about creating a more balanced brain. Now, this is a bit of an oversimplification, but we can think of the left brain as being more analytical and logical, and the right brain as being more creative and intuitive. By challenging our one-sided habits, we're actually encouraging both sides to work together more effectively, which leads to a more holistic and integrated way of thinking.
So how do we weave all of this together? The body,
the breath, and the brain. The goal really is to transform these ideas from just interesting concepts into a real, sustainable, daily practice that you can carry with you always.
And the best part is that this whole approach just takes the pressure off. Life gets busy, right? It's so easy to miss a formal yoga class. But by incorporating these little, mindful moments of physical awareness, breath connection, and these brain-balancing habits into your day, you're making sure that your practice is always evolving and always growing.
I absolutely love this quote from the source material because it just perfectly captures the essence of everything we've been talking about. The real goal isn't just to do yoga for an hour a day. It's to make it a continuous, integrated part of your life.
So, I'll leave you with this question. What is one small, simple change you can make today to bring just a little more mindfulness into your life? Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's all about the practice. And with every single small step, you're not just doing yoga, you're living it.